Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more of Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Now, when last we left off I was interested in coming and exploring this cliff face. However, I still have 7 serpents to find and one of them should be over here. So I'd like to follow this road round to here, down this way and go deal with it. So then, apparently I get to cut across to the east, not even sticking to the road. You walk for half an hour across the grassland, long grass brushing your boots. A few clouds hurry across the sky. This is not a path, but a wide grassy avenue between fields to the south and thick trees to the north. I'll look into the trees. This is a thick stand of wild trees, but a narrow winding path leads north from here. It appears well trodden, and I shall follow it. Intrigued, you turn off the avenue and slip between the trees heading north. And so I do. You make your way through the trees until you enter a small clearing by the base of the cliff. The rock face is carved with a massive statue depicting a reclining figure with eyes shut. And this figure is not here in the future, so maybe there was an avalanche. I may very well witness the incident. Who knows? I will look at the figure. I clicked it. Oh, don't tell me my mouse is dying. The figure is the length of 3 carts joined end to end, and the face alone is as tall as you. The figure is a man, lying on his side, with eyes peacefully closed and hands folded beneath his head. His expression exudes a sense of great calm. It is a most beautiful carving. I don't see his hands folded beneath his head. Also, there's something about this neckline which looks distinctly more feminine. I shall pray. You pause to raise a prayer to Korga and feel a great peace. You turn to see a figure appearing from the trees. It is a woman. She looks familiar from somewhere, but you cannot place it. She is waddling. Waddling? Looking more closely, you realize her gait is strange because of her enormously large belly. Is it the old woman who I met in the cliff, who was also the young woman by the tree, but now pregnant? She is large enough around the middle for 2, though her legs and upper torso are slender enough. Well, I'll... You raise your hand. Greetings, good lady. The woman looks at you in surprise and flushes a smile. Oh my goodness, is she going to end up being the mother of the Archmage? That'd be a very interesting twist indeed. One hand goes to cover her belly, and you realize, of course, that she is pregnant. I mean, wasn't there waddling? Yeah, I mean, that's fairly evident. She stops and reaches out one hand to the statue's head to support herself. I'll wait for her to regain her breath. You know, do the decent thing, the gracious thing. You wait while she recovers her strength once more, then finally she straightens up. Well, she declares, I'll be glad when this one's doing its own walking around. She pats her belly. Are you a stranger here? I don't recognize you. I am from Analand. I'm in the past when people are a bit more decent. In the future I should be much more suspicious, especially if people like the Black Elves. I am from Analand, you tell her. She shrugs. I've never heard of that, but no reason why I should have. I'll ask her about the statue. Who is this god? You ask, indicating the statue. You're not from round here, then, I suppose. Help me down. You offer your arm, and she lowers herself to a sitting position. That's Khare, god of the peace. I'm not a follower, but I've been finding his company soothing. The last few words are somewhat pointed, which means she doesn't want to be disturbed anymore. Yeah, I'll join her in prayer. May I join you? You ask, sitting down beside her. She shrugs. If you like. Then she closes her eyes and begins to sing. A great stillness enters your body, and after a moment you find you cannot seem to move. Has she put a spell on me? Yes, quite probably. I think, even though I prayed just recently, if I do so now, it could have an enhanced effect, and I'm hoping this is as peaceful and calm as she indicates. You try to fight the song with your own prayer to your graceful god, but no words come out of your mouth or even into your mind. It is as though time itself has stopped still. Your eyes are still open. The face of Khare... Oh, wait. Is it chaos? There was mention of chaos earlier, right? Is it Khare? Looms large, still as stone. Oh, wait. You wait. Surely whatever magic is at work here cannot last too long. Khare's eyes bore into yours, daring you to blink just for a moment. Sleep or close my eyes? I think sleep, actually. Your eyelids begin to fall. You feel a great peace flowing up inside your body, stilling your heart, blocking your throat, closing your nostrils. You begin to feel very dizzy, and then the lips of the great reclining god crack open. "This is not your place to die," it intones. "Your death is planned elsewhere." Where do you believe my death is intended to take place? You demand. "You are the Analander," Khare replies, "and you are to die on the island of the Serpent of Time, surrounded by cold water and colder stone." "How do you know this?" You demand. "I see all death," Khare replies, "and I see you seek the Archmage. He is your goal." "I intend to recover the crown, no more." "You will only take it from his lifeless brow," Khare assures you. "Then know this. Not all pasts are the same, and pasts may change. You sit now beside a woman who carries a child, and that child will become the Archmage you seek. Kill her now, and your mission ends." His voice is cold as stone and seems to echo around the plain, but the woman does not react. If I believe this truly to be an embodiment of chaos, then I should absolutely call him a liar. "I will not do it," you reply. "Because she is innocent? How many innocents will her child take?" Look, this is a time travel paradox, right? If I kill her here and now, then I will have no reason in the future to go back in time to kill her. Therefore, I will not go back in time to kill her. Therefore, I cannot kill her. Therefore, she will not die by my hand. Once again, The Strange Life of Ivan Osokin is a great novel about time travel by a Russian author whose name eludes me. But it's literally the point where Ivan Osokin messes up his life so badly that he eventually goes to circus magician and says, if I wish if I could have had my time again, I'd have done things differently. The magician says, no, you wouldn't. And he insists that he will. And so the magician sends him back in time to prove a point, and he lives his life. Again, exactly the same way, all the same way, up to this point. And again, and again, and again. Because when he is sent back in time, of course, he does not have the memories of the future because it hasn't happened yet. And he's literally living the same, it's repeating, it's replaying. But as he constantly gets sent back to the beginning by the magician, he becomes more self-aware. And when he has the same experiences that repeat and repeat and repeat, there are minor variations, and he becomes more aware until eventually he reaches the magician. And when he's trying to persuade the magician to send him back in time, he realizes it's already happened. And then the magician explains, it's happened time after time after time, and every time you make the same mistakes, you do the exact same things, because you didn't know they were going to happen. You are yourself, you're the same person, you have the same personality, you do all the same things. And eventually he realizes that he has to just accept the mistakes of the past and move on with his life and go forwards. And it's a really poignant ending, actually, to the novel when he, realizes to go on into the future. I do not know. Then you choose the path of willful ignorance. Then you choose the path of willful ignorance. Very well. Cut-off seems to sigh. Only an idiot never worries about his own prophecy. I should have gone with the other one, I'm only going for the crown. Continue your quest, but you will always wonder what might have been. Can I go back to the statue? Yeah. Look at the figure. Regrettably pray to the card god. Woman is coming. Pregnant woman. Hang on, that's different. That's different. What happened there? Ooh, hold on. What did I do differently this time? So, pray. What happened to the whole conversation with her? Huh. What did I do differently? Well, that's intriguing for starters. So, look at the figure. Pray. No, she's definitely coming. That is very bizarre. And no benefit this time. Why? This is really interesting. Look at the figure. So she's calm. I didn't get the healing. I didn't get the conversation. Sleep. Yeah, you hope to cheat death. The god is aware! He knows I used rewind power. He knows! And that's why we skip the whole conversation there. And why I'm denied the healing, because it hasn't reset yet. Okay. Your eyelids begin to fall. You feel a great peace flowing up inside your body, stilling your heart, blocking your throat, closing your nostrils. You begin to feel very dizzy, and then the lips of the great reclining god crack open. You again, the god intones. You hope to cheat a god. You hope to cheat death. You cannot. I already know your answer. I wish to change my mind. It is your mind. You do not get more than one, the statue returns. Begone. There is a serpent waiting to eat you on its island in the lake, and remember, death does not forget easily. Abruptly, the woman's song stops. The statue is still once more, and you open your eyes. You fell asleep, she remarks, using your shoulder to stand. but I'll wager you feel better for it. Less than you might think. You answer darkly. The woman shrugs. That's calf. Farewell, stranger. With that, she puffs and huffs away down the path at impressive speed, and it is lost into the mists. I'll look once again at the carved god. You sneak a glance at the god. He has not moved since you first saw him. His lips are still slightly pursed as though snoring. No doubt his words to you were merely a dream. I will look to the east. Looking east along the line of the cliff, you can make out the palisade of a village set into the foothills of the mountains. Perhaps, with any luck, I'll be able to buy some food there. To the south, the trees are thick and tangled, and only a single path leads through them, a pilgrim's way. This land seems so fresh and so alive. It is hard to believe the desolate plain it will become. What got up? Okay, so we got the island, obviously, for the time serpent. What got updated? The lake is said to be teeming with serpents. The time serpent is on an island in the middle of Lake Ilklala. I wonder if I can get to a certain point having avoided so many serpents and then find them all. Okay, well, let's head southwards. You make your way back through the winding trees. A few goats roam through the fields to the south. Birds chatter in the trees to the north. The path of the lying statue leads north from here. Path to the lying statue. Oh, okay, so maybe it's just... Should have called it out on a layer after. Maybe it is chaos, after all. You continue on your journey. There's supposedly a village over here. The fact that I could see the village means... I mean, I was looking across the time barrier, so I should have seen the difference. You walk on across the dusty plains until you join an old road. Mid-afternoon heat makes the air sticky. On and on you go, pausing every now and again to scout out the land ahead. Then suddenly you stop. Something is moving over the near rise, approaching very fast. I will hide. You drop down behind a nearby outcrop to watch as the shape approaches. It is a small, two-legged creature, about half your size, and it seems to be approaching at a remarkable rate. It's not a snake. You step out from behind the rock again. Raising a hand, you hail the tiny creature. As it gets closer, you see it is a small gnome-like creature with dark skin and ugly features. Its little legs move at an incredible rate, and it helps itself along with a walking stick. That is a pretty deranged-looking facial expression. Oh, look at the creature. Oh! Look at the stick! You can't help but noticing the stick is carved in the shape of a serpent. Looking at the creature, it's hard to imagine anything could be so ugly. Its features are scrunched up as if drawn on paper, and it has since been burned. Its hair is matted and filled with bones, some used as ties, and others remains from creatures who have crawled in and died. Silently you wonder to yourself if the creature is a friend or foe. "Have it whichever way you like," shouts the creature in a squeaky voice. A telepath? "Indeed I am," continues the creature, replying to a thought you did not even have time to formulate. The gnome smiles. "You think very loud, like shouting in a thunderstorm." The remark doesn't make much sense. "I will be your friend," you suggest. "Very good," the creature replies. Then it narrows its eyes. "Now, prove it." It holds out a grubby hand, expecting some kind of gift. I'll give it a coin because I have many coins. Items are probably more useful, but they're more useful to me as well. Wait. What items do I have? Probably. Could I get rid of the dog collar? Rope ladder. Oh, I have a rope ladder. That's why I had the option to... Poison. I did say I'd be its friend. I got teeth. What items can I give? You look into your pack for something you are willing to offer to the gnome. A potion, a goblin's tooth, a pebble. I'll try something else. Alright, coin. You hold out a gold piece and hand it to the creature, who throws it immediately to one side. Rubbishy metal, it scoffs. If I want metal, don't you think I could find my own? You pick the coin back up once more, and then give him nothing. You shake your head, keeping your pack closed. Foe then, the creature replies. It shrugs. Shame. We could have been good for each other. Now get out of my way. Hold on. So yeah, I should have given him an item. I want to give him an item. I want to give him something I can safely do without. I didn't have the option to... I was hoping try something else might allow me other items. Look at the stick. Look at the creature. I don't like the serpent stick. It gives me an impression that it's in disguise. An item. A potion. Very generous. Goblin's tooth. I'm not going to offer him a pebble. Oh, sod it, a potion. You hand over one of your vials of Blimberry potion. The gnome shrugs, accepting your gift. Thank you, I suppose, it replies. As the creature speaks, its voice begins to shift and change from the gruff croaking of the gnome to the softer tones of a middle-aged woman. I'll do you the favour of being honest about myself in return, the creature says, and before your eyes, the gnome transforms into a tall woman dressed in long purple robes. Is that your true form? Possibly not. Who are you? I am Dintainter of the Steppes. Others call me the Sham. She bows to you. The Sham? Does she still have the serpent stick? She shrugs. I don't like it, but it's what they call me. And who are you? I intend to kill the 7 serpents, Dintainter. You tell her, and she laughs. Many have had that intention, she replied. Very few know their weaknesses. But you know them? The serpent's weaknesses are the most heavily guarded secrets in the whole of Mampang, she replies dramatically before smiling. Of course I know them, or at least 1 or 2. I would be grateful to hear them. I'm certain you would, she replies. Know then that the Serpent of Earth must stay in touch with the ground. Secondly, the goddess Froth is the mortal enemy of the Earth Serpent, and can help you defeat him. Would I need to worship the goddess Froth, and where would I find... That's the 2nd time she's been mentioned. What else do you know that you can tell me? I know that your lack of gratitude is unbecoming, she answers, and I should transform you into a toad. Oh, what kind of sorceress are you? Asking where can I find the 7 serpents, that's less grateful. This is more personal. It might piss her off, though. A busy one, she snaps. Why do you waste my time with stupid questions? Where can I find the 7 serpents? Yeah, let's waste more of her time. See if she turns me into a toad. One's gone off to hide in the waters of Lake Ilklala. It means to pick you off as you cross, but it will wait until you're alone. If you travel with the ferryman, you will most likely be safe, she shakes her head. If that's any help. I don't suppose it is. I don't think that's the time serpent waiting on the island. I think that's one hiding in the water. You nod in thanks for her time. She turns to leave, begins to weave her spell around herself once more. I'll say thank you, yeah. You nod in thanks. Dintainter becomes an ugly creature once more, and a moment later has whisked herself away across the plains and is gone. You've found 4 new clues, and another clue has been updated. Oh ho ho ho! Yes, a serpent's location has been revealed, and it is not... Okay, this... Yeah, C2. Water serpent, time serpent, moon serpent. That's great. We have 3 locations. I want to go this way. A barely visible path winds up through low foothills towards an open plateau in the mountains of the ridge. The afternoon is drawing on. You march onwards. Hey, if it's only afternoon... Wait. Can I go... No, I can't go this way, so it's literally... I bet if I shone the light, maybe. But for now, up we go. We have a meeting with Destiny, with the serpent that fears torches. And hopefully fears flame and fire, because I don't have any torches to light. And I believe my sun gem was stolen. I mean, I could just, like, fireball it, right? Hopefully that would work a bit. The path winds this way and that until it reaches the foot of a stone staircase of broken and smashed stones. You could probably pick your way up. I might even have to... Yes, up the steps. Come, O moon serpent, and meet your fate. You make your way up a broken and half-visible staircase to the mountain's top. Clouds rumble as they roll across the dimming sky. Soon it will be dark. Suddenly the sun is snuffed out like a candle. A hissing sound begins to echo around the rocks, and overhead a larger moon than usual seems to rise from the horizon. That is no moon. I will stop to look. You look up in surprise. The shape rises a little higher, a strange, almost translucent ball. Then the round shape uncoils itself. The shimmering body of the moon serpent is revealed, hovering in the air above you. Its wide fangs are open, it is coming for you, and I will cast a flipping spell. Wait, can I look at it? Will it... Surely I get to look once, right? The creature is enormous. Its wide wings seem to stretch from horizon to horizon, and its eyes are 2 yellow orbs. Its scales are a mixture of circles, crescents, and fattened ovals, and vary only slightly in shape from flat grey to shimmering silver. Its teeth are long, hooked slivers. Saliva streams down their curves. I will cast a spell. I think Hot is my only real option here because I can't cast Sun. I would love to cast Sun. Or you. S. Yeah. S-A... Sap? Really? Interesting. Well, look. Hot. Doing it. You weave the enchantment, creating a ball of flame between your hands. The serpent's eyes glitter in the light. It does not seem scared. Then I'll throw it at the ward off the serpent. Oh, interesting. With the fireball. So, like, use it as a shield to force it away as it comes closer. Yeah, try that. You lift the flame in front of your face and wave it back and forth, hoping to drive the serpent back, but it seems the fire truly is the serpent's weakness. The flame seems to leap onto the serpent's body. One by one, the scales plop from its hide, peeling back and falling like leaves to the rocks below. The creature is screaming now in pain and terror. I wait and I watch. The serpent has ceased its attack, and is now lifting into the air, turning about, making to run. No, I do not let it go. Oh, excellent. Excellent. You draw your sword, ready to finish the serpent off before it can escape. The serpent darts low, and you set yourself for battle. It's not rearing for strike. Is it going to, like, lash out? I think I can just go all the way. That's bad. But if I go to about 5-1. Bloody defended, didn't it? You ready your blade. Even though it is weakened, you still need your wits about you against this foe. Then you swing your blade, keeping a wary eye on its movements. Movements! Movements! It moves in moments. I am aware of this. A moment is a medieval time period, roughly equal to a minute and a half, but not a lot of people know that. They think it's just like a second or two. So when somebody says, I'll do it in a moment, they do not mean right away. They mean pretty soon. The serpent rears back, and you cannot land more than a passing blow. The silvery glow around the creature seems to wane a little. Double around. Typo. The creature gathers its failing strength, opening its mouth wide and baring teeth like daggers. Okay. It's either like trying to scare me or it's coming in for a big attack. I think it's coming in for an attack. Yeah, I'll go total defense. I'm so glad that I did. A cold glow surrounds the creature, and you feel it trying to draw life from your bones. You take a step back as the serpent strikes, jaws wide open and cold as death. Choking dust fills the air, but the creature's teeth do not sink into your flesh. The serpent's skin lessens in colour. So it's trying to hide itself. I think that's indicative of another defensive turn, but I'll go for 2.8. Yeah. You sense the serpent panting for strength. A quick slash penetrates the serpent's hide. The moon serpent scrabbles backwards, escaping the most of your swing. Silvery moons are winking out across the creature's long back. The creature retreats a little way into the rocks right. All out for the kill. I am hoping that I'm doing... Yes, 2 damage a time. I was hoping that by weakening of the fire, I would be doing 2 damage a time even when it defends. You press your advantage, knowing only too well this is a fight to the death. You step left, blade low and strong. The moon serpent's eyes close to narrow crescents, then fall back. Then fall dark. Its body seems to crumble before your eyes. 1 stamina loss, skilled swordplay. I am totally happy with that result. Congratulations! You have defeated the first of the 7 serpents of Mampang. And hopefully that'll be like a clue, like this serpent has now been defeated, or like they'll cross it out or something. The darkness in the sky disappears and the sun returns as the serpent dies. It seems to coil up, shriveling away to nothing. The bleak mountainside falls silent around you. You feel a new spring in your step. 1 serpent has been defeated. Soon the rest will fall. Well, hopefully I won't starve to death in the meantime. I will look around the clearing. You look around the clearing. The marks of your battle with the moon serpent are still visible in the dirt. There is nothing else here except for a little stonework by the eastern edge of the plateau. The remains of a building, perhaps, or a ledge, or a bridge. You go over to the ancient stone. It sticks out from the rock a few fingers and then breaks away, only barely distinguishable from the stone of the mountain. Another piece protrudes a short distance away. Whatever was here was large and beautifully wrought once, but now it is gone. I will look back to the west. Looking back west across the plains, you spy a dark smudge on the land, a cloud of black dust rising from the wheels of the caravan you encountered earlier. It seems not to have moved, or else it is travelling in circles. Probably looking for me. I will look east. Looking east, you see the plains continuing, and then the edge of the forest of Snatter, where the Snattercats dwell, dark and tangled. Somewhere beneath is the distant glitter of Lake Ilklala, which you must somehow get across. The edge of the mountain top ends abruptly. There are a few carved stones and then a vertical drop. I'll look over the eastern edge. You creep to the edge of the plateau and peer down. The drop is not vertical after all, but skitters away down the mountainside. You might be able to skid down it, though you couldn't walk, and there would be a constant danger of rolling. Time to head for lower ground, one way or another. Now, thoughts. I'm thinking everything in the past is not part of the original gamebook. So, while the bridge would allow me to safely cross quite a way, I think I can only restore it about this far. I would be skipping original content, and that all the stuff in the past is new stuff, which can help me. But I do need to defeat those serpents. However, going down here to turn that round and fix the bridge could give me some options. Right. Let's check my clues. Yep, that is known. Some kind of air spell. Froth. And if you can find her, she will help you defeat the creature. The moon serpent is in the mountains. Okay, so it's greyed out. That's good enough for now. I think I will descend. That is really hard to get that corner. Yeah, that corner is a pain. No, that first one, it's just too subtle. Essentially, it doesn't want to let me go like that. It wants to cut across it. And oh, my throat's getting quite dry. Okay. The ground rises and falls. Night falls. You should try to find somewhere safe to sleep, but I want the fire serpent to come and attack me, especially after travelling all day without food. From the middle distance, a curious sound reaches your ears. I would like to pray for healing. He may choose not to help me. Khare has heard you and you feel better. I will stop and listen. You stop and listen. The sound is like some kind of screech. Quiet, but close at hand. But the mountainside is barren and there is nothing that might be causing the sound. Go closer. You stride forward towards the noise, then something appears that makes you hold your pace. Hanging in midair are a pair of disembodied eyes, staring right at you. I will stare back. You stare back at the eyes. There is something behind them, some kind of thought or intelligence, and the more you stare, the more you understand this is a trap. The screeching noise is very loud. Whatever is causing it might be close at hand. I'll shake my head. You shake your head to clear the spell of the eyes, and for a moment you're able to make out a strange disturbance in the air about 10 yards ahead, just behind a craggy boulder. The sound becomes a high-pitched mocking laugh. I'll go over and look behind the boulder. You rush forward to the craggy boulder and round its corner to find a balding man carrying behind his arms a bracelet of bone in his fist. Do I need that for a spell? For a moment you wonder if he too is hiding from the apparition, but then he begins to apologize profusely. What is the meaning of this? You demand. The creature does not take his arms from his head. Leave Renfren alone! He never does any harm, just a little merriment, that's all. Behind you the apparition has vanished. A mere illusion. I mean you no harm, you declare, shaking your head, which is more than could be said for you. The man squirms with self-pity. Of course, he pleads. I should have known better when I saw you. I thought you're a warrior. You're a wizard. I could tell. And yet you tried to trick me. From his pocket he produces a spiky metal disc and a yellow vial of powder. Take them, he begs. What's in the vial? I don't know what the powder is, he says. I just like the colour. I will take the disc. You take the metal disc. I will take the powder. You lift the vial of yellow powder to the light as you take it. It is a fine, grainy powder, the colour of unchaffed wheat or pus. Thank you, Renfrew replies, bowing his head almost to the dust. Now give me your bracelet. You demand. I saw it. A worthless trinket, he replies, a memento of my poor daughter. Give it to me. Wait. Before I commit to this, I want to be certain. Violet medicinal potion. I never get to cast Dock. I mean, this has got to be some kind of new spell, right? Gold-backed mirror. Yellow powder. Okay, good. Nip. Exceedingly quick and fast. So that'll counter some kind of slow spell, right? Half, yeah. Brass pendulum, oak sapling. Bracelet of bone. Give it to me. He nods quickly. Of course, he says again, but you can see he is less than pleased about this development. You drop the bracelet into your pack. Do you live out here in the Baklands? You ask, looking around the wilderness. He begins to weep. I used to be a sailor. My captain was a brute. We washed ashore and I ran off into the wasteland. And I've been wandering them ever since. This place is cursed. Do you know that? You think you've reached the edge and then somehow you find yourself back where you started. It's like the ground itself was built in spirals. He waggles his finger in the air, round and round. Where did you learn this magic? You demand. You are no sorcerer. He looks uncomfortable. From a man I met, he replies. I helped them, you see, and they helped me. A sorcerer? Now, how did you help this man? I fed them, he replies, giggling slightly. Hard to eat when you're at the bottom of a pit trap. Renfrew nods and smiles charmingly at you. He moves to one side, putting a low boulder between you and him. Then he starts running as fast as his legs will carry him. I'll let him go. I suppose I could have asked him, if I chase him now, he's not likely to respond well if I start questioning him. I'll let him go. You let him go. He's not worth wasting your energy on. You turn your attention to the path ahead. Well, I'm blatantly going to go back down this way towards the tower, right? The path from the mountain joins the old road. Well, guess where I'm going? I have a beacon to realign. You abandon the road and cut across the suddenly grassy fields. The stars turn in the sky overhead. You reach the base of the stone tower. The moonlight picks out the outline of a door. The stars are carpeting the sky. You step back inside the tower in the plains, glad to be under shelter from the icy wind. Well, I want to go up. You stand in a wide, cool, cavernous space. The roof disappears off above you, dimly echoing your footsteps. The air is musty, perhaps undisturbed for centuries. The hatch in the ceiling is open, letting in a trace of starlight. I don't know if... No, I'm definitely in past, so make a move. Now it is time to move on. You could go back out to the plain or to the top of the tower once more. I have a beacon to realign, and also I want the fire serpent to attack me when I sleep. You push open the hatch and go through to be met by a strong wind. You are back on top of the tower in the plains. The cylinder set here is lit up, shining its strange light over the land. Yeah, look, I'm gonna adjust the beam. Adjust the beam. Adjust the beam. There's an X where a snake died. Hey, village. Village. I like village. Village is good. Village is food. So I'm going to go down and back out the tower. You clamber down through the trapdoor into the body of the tower. And I will go outside. Inside the tower, the air is cool. The hatch in the ceiling is open. I must move on. You step out into the night at the foot of the tower. You continue to walk. Now look. I need to get out of the beacons to find myself a good place to rest. I'm not going to get one here. Okay, if I go this way, right? Thing is, are the rest locations fixed, or are they just when it comes to time to rest, right? Oh, how late is it? You make your way slowly across the verdant prairie. Bats wheel overhead. The stars are starting to fade. Oh, it's getting that near to morning, is it? You're back by the low hut. Its windows are dark and it seems empty. No, I shall walk on. You leave the hut behind and keep on walking through the night. Look, I want to... Oh, bugger. This is a resting spot, but it's in the wrong time period. Oh, well. No, I'm not rewinding. I'm thinking straight to Kariyama. No. Day 8. During the past day, you defeated the Moon Serpent, the first of the 7 serpents. In the distance, the sun breaks over the horizon. You have been awake all night and are weaker for it. You walk back through the long, lush fields. You stride away through the field, and I think I will be striding into the very next episode. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode and the defeat of the Moon Serpent, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'm going to say goodbye for now, though, and cheerio, everyone. See you all next time.